Hey, Suzanne. Just getting back across to the Canada side. I was over to my PO box, and have I got a load? I'll go over that tonight on my live. But this is one happy kid. Hey, Randy. 12 Stone Ranch, Byron. What's going on, brother? Haven't seen you in the dog's age. Well, they let me back into my country. She wasn't happy about it, but oh well. Who knew that being a YouTube channel, you're considered commercial? Oh boy. Thank goodness she was a sweetheart, very nice lady, and let me through. So it is what it is. By the time I get home, hopefully the grass is dried out. I'll be able to, well, I don't know. It looks pretty black where I'm going, but oh yeah. Well, actually, she was a sweetheart. She, like she said, it's a very gray area, and she said, you know, are you going to be selling these mugs? And I said, I don't even know if I'm going to sell enough mugs to warrant buying the machine. And she's like, oh, she said, I'm not going to send you in for an inspection. She said, I've already got 2 people being inspected ahead of you. But she said, just for next time, double check the website. She said, you're in a very gray area. I'm like, good. I said, good Lord, I don't even make $100 every 2 weeks on my YouTube channel. She said, doesn't matter, you're still considered commercial. I'm like, ruh-roh, I'm in trouble. But then she said, you have a great weekend. I'm like, woohoo, gotta go. So now we're doing the reverse trip back home. There we go. So, what's everybody up to this weekend? Any big plans? I know there's a gathering this weekend somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. It's either this weekend or next weekend. And if you're traveling to that, be safe, have fun. Again, I might bounce in and out of here a little bit. Yeah, but you got to look a little farther, Suzanne. There's some real dark clouds coming up ahead of us there. But yes, they are big old fluffy clouds. Jamie, what's going on? Hopefully you, Nick, and the girls are having a good summer so far. And where are you hanging out, Randy? What part of the world are you in? And I will apologize ahead of time, guys, if I do go in and out. But unfortunately, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and the next cell tower's about 5 minutes ahead of us. So I might go garbly gook here for a little bit. My head's in a fishbowl. Well, that's what I like to hear, Suzanne. What's going on, Miss Grace? And I don't know if you had anything to do with the one package that's in so far, but if you did, thank you, thank you. Yes, I did get into trouble at the order. I'll drop the link if somebody wants to come up and chat. Save me looking at the chat all the time. Okay, there's a link if you want to come up, Glenda. Oh, you're fighting a migraine? Well, you stay in a dark room. I hate migraines. So, hopefully you're well, he is royalty, really. It isn't that? Ooh, there's a nice colored truck. That's a sharp-looking truck. Never afford it, but it's a nice-looking truck. That is the since he's royalty, he does give, you know, the speech to the poubelle or le pooper, whichever. But yeah, no, coming across, I actually learned a new lesson, and the lady was an absolute sweetheart. She could have took me into secondary, but she didn't. Like she said, you were honest about everything else. So there again, folks, don't try to pull anything at the border. Be honest, and it will always work out. And once we had a chat, apparently she does have a YouTube channel as well, but she's only planted or just posted a few posts. And I'm like, that'd be cool if you had kept your YouTube channel and did lives from inside your little wicket. She said we can't do that. They're not even allowed a cell phone in their wicket. Cell phones have to stay in their lockers. Hey, Lila, I was just across the border near you. Now I was coming home. If there's anybody lurking and you're not a subscriber, make sure that you join my channel. Oh, Glenda, before you get off, if you see Sam I Am, he does want to come on the trip with us, and he's going to have his service dog. So I said, if you see Glenda, I said, chat with Glenda. She'll tell you the paperwork that you need from your vet, what all stuff you need to bring service dog on board. She's already went through it all. So I gave you a little bit of work. Sorry. And what's going on with you, Lila? Yeah, he is in North Carolina or Virginia, somewhere around there. Either North Carolina or Virginia. I think he moved, but I'm not 100% sure. So but yes, no, he was on this morning whenever I was heading to the U.S. So I'm sure he's working there now. So I left the house rather early this morning. So one good thing, guys, I know I changed I'll be changing my address in the U.S. Again. I went in to my post office box, and there was a note in my post office box. She attended. So I went and said, my post office box, and she said, whenever you go to renew your post office box, we've raised the price. I said, excuse me? She said, we're raising our prices. I said, number one, you're crazy. I said, how much are you raising it to? They want me to pay almost $400 a year for a P.O. box. I said, you're done plumb crazy. This kid's not paying $400. I said, I'll do without shirts and hoodies. I'll order them myself. But I said, I cannot justify $400 for a post office box. Well, then I had a package that was at the UPS store. I guess there's a new owner at the UPS store. Just purchased it. He wasn't in there, but his general manager was. They dropped my price. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Hey, Mike. So the UPS store is actually closer to the border he's not going to charge me as much money as what they were. He's going to charge me $7 a package. That's it. That's all. And he said all that I have to do is spread the word that a new owner has taken over and he wants all the Canadian business. And I said, well, funny enough, I was just at the P.O. box and they went and raised my price. He said, that's why I lowered mine. I'm like, you're going to get a lot of folks. So, yeah, I'm going back to the UPS store because he will let me keep a package there, well, indefinitely. But he asks that I pick them up within 3 weeks. I said, well, I'm usually down once a month. Does that work? He's like, I will charge you $7 a package. You come down once a month. I'm like, deal. And he's going to try to talk to the owner and see if they can't get me a better deal if I do a video about the service that I get from the UPS store. Because they know I have a YouTube channel. And I'm like, done. I said, I'll do up a great video. I said, I'll video coming across the bridge. I said, no problems whatsoever. So yeah, I just can't believe that U.S. Post is upping their rates to $400 a month. And I'm not talking for a large P.O. box. I'm talking a letter-sized P.O. box, the smallest ones they have. And they want to charge that kind of money. They're crazy. So I was actually talking to two people outside they're doing the same as what I am. They got a P.O. box. They're dropping their P.O. box. Oh, too bad Heather wasn't here. Randy, Duck, hide your head. The chicken coop's open. Oh, you got an OPP officer and an MTO officer in there. Woohoo! They'd be given free inspections. Yep, they're pulling everybody in. Bye-bye. Well, they were charging me $160 every 6 months, and now they're upping the price. I think it's $152 plus tax, so it's just shy of $200 every 6 months. And even there's Heather. There, Heather, the chicken coop, it's open. He's giving out free citations. But yeah, they're plumb done crazy if they think I'm going to pay $400 for a P.O. box. Like, I'm doing it to save my friends money. I think how much merch I can buy for $400. Goodness gracious. But anyways, I'm going to keep the UPS store. They're literally 3 minutes from the bridge. So, wow, 108. I wish. But you see, Glenda, they know that they have all the Canadians, right? It's if we don't get a PO box in Ogdensburg, then we have to go to Messina, which is 49 miles one way, or go to Watertown, which is, they're all within 10 miles. So they got you. They got you coming or going. So I think my thing's up with them. I'm gonna say next month. So I'll switch my about page today, and I'll announce it for a couple of weeks. That way there, I know there's people that have already sent stuff, like Aunt Lynn and Mama Ann, because they sent my cup there. I got the seeds, but the cup I know is going there. Anyways, I don't have to keep, if I send it to the UPS store, I don't have to keep doing, worrying about using my PO box, because it's a physical address for the UPS store. So I can just have everything dropped there, no issues, and away we go. I have to mail something to you. Just wait. You can send it to the UPS store. Well, depending on when you're shipping it. If you're going to ship it in the next week, then go ahead. You can send it to my PO box, but then switch. Make sure you switch out, because they'll just return it. And I'll make sure I do a couple videos so that people switch my address, like Miss Lisa. She just, whoa, dude, stay on your side. Play nice. He's from Nova Scotia there. Whoa. He made a wrong turn in Albuquerque. Yeah, so by September 1st, I'm going to do my last run down to there, and I will have them flag my mailbox, and the guys at the UPS store said that if anything comes in, they'll run over and get it for me. That's what kind of folks purchase that store. They really want the Canadian business. But you look at this heat, the mug press that I have in the back there, nice car. Yes, sir. There must be a drag race this weekend. Sorry, I got all discombobulated seeing that old car all fixed up. Alaska's last frontier. What's going on, sir? I was going to wear your hat today, and I left it on the half wall. But it was actually quite funny whenever I went. Where are you? There you are. Whenever I went into the U.S., crossing the border there, it was hilarious. The guy, he asks you what your citizenship, blah, 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 and all that stuff. And then he goes, what do you, whoa! Yeah. All right. Thank goodness I was paying attention. Not too often you're going down a 4-lane highway and without notice, you go from 0 to, oh my God. Yeah, there you go, Bill. uh, but yeah, and then there's a lineup behind me, and he starts talking about doing, he makes merch. So on his off days, he said that they have a lot of off days, so he does merch on the side. And I'm like, well, man, I would have known that. He just kind of chuckled, so we got talking, and I told him what I had bought. Actually, he had just bought the same mug system as me, so he was telling me the little ins and outs about it. And yeah, people are behind me. They're getting, you can see the hands are flailing and whatever. We were talking. We were having a great chat, the other guy and I. And then Walmart was supposed to have cups on sale, not as cheap. Suzanne, what happened to your clouds are clearing out? Looks like they seem to be building up to me. Oh, settle down, dude. So yeah, it turned out that Walmart didn't have any of my cups on sale, which I'm like, because they were almost as cheap as ordering direct from China. Not quite, but pretty close. They're sold out. I'm like, you're kidding me. Anyway, so it I was hoping to pick up a couple of flats while I was there, and believe it or not, I've already got an order. Not a big one, but I got an order for cups already. So I'm like, I got to get everything together this weekend. And oh, there's a bad spot to be pulling over and going into your vehicle. Oh, do you have to declare your shopping? Yep. Yes, ma'am. But most of the border guards are pretty good. They know if you live within an hour of if you live within an hour of the border, they know that you go across. Because there's a lot of stuff that you guys can get that we can't, and vice versa. So usually once a month, Debbie and I'll go across and pick up like a whole bunch of like different snacks for people's lunches and all that. And it's usually $200, and they don't even bat their eye. But Sir Grace sends me a pen, and I just about get an anal cavity search. I don't know. So yes, we do declare it, but I've touched wood, touching my head. Um, I've never had to pay duty on groceries. They're usually they're usually really good. Like even she today, she was awesome. Yes, she could have nailed me. Did she? No, because she could see in her system that I've been across the border 1,000 times, probably if not more, and I've never had an issue. So again, it just goes to you don't lie to them. You have all your windows open, and you don't have an issue. Like I know a buddy of mine goes across and, well, I'm going to try to get this back across. I'm just going to take the box and throw it out. I'm thinking to myself, going, dude, that's just stupid. They pull you over, you are labeled. And once you get a label at the border, you might as well forget it. Then that goes to the border traveling. Yeah, it's not worth it. So that was a long-winded answer. I'm sorry. I forgot you had a migraine. No, I've I've always said, Glenda, you just they have a job to do, and that's what I said to her today. She's like, there's a gray spot. I could send you inside. They'd tie you up for the day. She's like, what's that really gonna do? Indiana. That's where that trailer's from. Um, like she said, I can tie up the rest of your day where you're talking to secondary, or she said I can just tell you to go check the website, and then it's on you. She said if you want to come across the next time and chance it, you might not have somebody as nice as me. I'm like, all right, I get you now. I fully understand. But yeah, really, I hate whenever you get a little bit of rain and it just does more harm than it does good. I can't read what you typed there. Hang on. I'm going around a corner, vehicle beside me. I want to keep the tires in the right direction, facing down. My mug press. So she and she did bring up a valid point because of my YouTube channel. If I would have just went across and said it was for personal use, she wouldn't have said it. But because I said that I was using it for my YouTube channel, which I am, again, not lying at the border, eh, like she said, it's a very gray area. Is it or isn't it considered um, commercial? So, like she said, look it up, and that way there, I'll know for the next time said, well, I probably won't be in next time, because I said I bought all the rest of the stuff in Canada. This is the only piece that I brought in the US because I couldn't buy it in Canada. And she's like, oh, how come you can't buy it in Canada? I said, I don't know. And I said, this is the top 5. Pooch said it was within the top 5 manufacturers for this type of device. And, you know, that's why I bought it. Why is everybody brake checking? I don't see anything. Hey, Linda. Oh, I'm all. Yeah, I'm all right. Just with the, I'm considered commercial if I bring stuff across, even if I don't sell it. But to tell you the truth, I still got more trouble with Sir Grace's pen than what I did for this. So I guess all in all, it's still a win. Oh man, that truck ahead of me is hauling asphalt. Whew, oh man, you're gross. And to think I used to work with that stuff. Yeah. G'day, Daz. No, Daz. I'm driving on the right side of the road, brother. It's okay, though. Wow. I said too much this morning whenever I said, Linda, that there was no traffic. I found it. Most of these I'll get rid of in the next 3 exits. That's all right, Dad. I know you can work through it, brother. Although it would be confusing for you. I can put my holder on the other side if you'd like. And I'm even going to be home before 1 to get a nap. I like it. Yeah, that's one thing I've never done is drive on the wrong side of the road legally. Well, if you watch part one, you'll see me going up and over the bridge into the US. And then I was going to leave at Roll. And then I got a text from Brenda stating that it no longer, it shut off. I'm not sure how or why, but anyways, it shut off. And then it did take about 25 minutes to find the US tower, which was a pain. Now, those people that watch hockey, the Ottawa Senators play out of that big arena to the left. Well, my left, I think it's your right as you're watching it because it's all screwed up and collaborated. But yeah, that great big arena underneath or to the right-hand side of your screen. That is Scotiabank Place. Yes, you guys have lived everywhere, Glenda. Cabela's has a big, I don't know what this dude's doing, but Cabela's has a great big new place to the right-hand side over there. Who else is in there? Princess Auto. I think you guys have those down in the States too. Or at least they do in upstate New York. It'd be kind of like Summit Racing. Just a little lower end stuff. So yeah, we're roughly about 25 minutes from the house. I've been on here 45 minutes. So it's about an hour and 15, an hour and 20 minutes to the border from the house. I don't mind that at all. It's a nice time to go for a drive. Yeah, it's a fun store, Glenda, but it's also an expensive store. I've never got out of that store for under $100. Yeah, that's the problem, Linda. You get in there and far too many special deals. Uh-huh. Special deals. Yeah. See, we have both up here. We've got there's two Bass Pro Shops in Ottawa, right around Carling, and well, about halfway between Heather and myself. There's a Bass Pro Shop. There's a Cabela's on this end. So yeah, the last the last thing I got was um, I'm trying to think what my the last thing that I bought would have been two fishing rods, two reels. Together they were 500 and some dollars. I got them for under 150. So yes, I got a smoking deal, but it's still, the cheap. Like I said, the cheapest I've ever got out of there. It's probably that at 150 bucks. I was wondering why my feet were freezing. AC on up top. Yeah, no, I have the AC on my feet. So needless to say, I can't feel my feet right now. But that's okay. So don't forget, we got Brenda that starts out Shenanigans Friday at 5 p.m. Central. Jan's at 6 p.m. Central. I'm at 7. And Lisa from Yogi Hollow Farms is 8:30 Central. So we would enjoy to see everybody there tonight. And good time to spend with your YouTube friends on a Friday night. Yeah, I'm live tonight. Of course I am. I just did a road trip this morning. I got to show off all my wares. And we have a gala to go to tomorrow night. So needless to say, I won't be around too much tomorrow. Depending on what time Johnny goes live, I'll be in and out. think I might even go for an iced cat coffee once I get back to town. The only thing that I opened up was from my heat machine and Aunt Lynn and Mama Ann's package. I didn't know that this was coming. I knew there was something else coming, and I knew they just sent it yesterday morning, and I'm like, there's no way that that's already sitting in my box. And yeah, it's not. So that's all right. I will, once I get notification, they hold it for 2 weeks. Oh, yeah. And for that price, the U.S. Postal Service will only hold my package for 14 days. And then they put return to sender. And the other guys, I can go over once a month and pick up my stuff. They'll hold it for me. I'm like, sold. I know. I've already had my coffee. I've already got an extra large coffee into me. But now I'm thinking an ice cap is just what the doctor ordered. But I really got to go to the hospital. I've got to get, they sent me a message. I got to go get some more blood tests done. So, yeah, I may or may not go get an ice cap because I got running around to do it at home before I actually get home. So, yeah, yeah, and just give him a quick overview of what he needs. Uh, tell oops. The one really bad dead spot. come back. There's one really bad dead spot on the highway here. Uh, Actually, it's probably I'll hit one more, one more on the way home. I don't know if it'll just go garbly gook or if it will actually kick it out. But if it does kick it out, I will see you guys tonight at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Well, I'll see you in Brenda's at 5. But it's a lot of fun, and doesn't look like the wind's too bad. So I might just have to put the drone up today too. Oh man. If yeah, that might just be a good thing this afternoon. Is instead of a nap, I'll throw my drone up and play with my drone for a while. I hate whenever the seatbelts lock up on you. But I am literally about 10 minutes from the hospital to go get my blood work done. So I'm going to probably drop you guys off here shortly. Thanks for coming for a ride. Wow. Somebody selling Tupperware. She's got her whole car all done up. I didn't know you could buy that stuff anymore. I thought it was just that fake imitation stuff. Alright, guys. I gotta go. Because I've got, well, you can see over my shoulder, I've got boxes back there that just gotta be opened. I do have Saker sent me another thing that has to be, they want me to review. a polisher. I don't normally polish anything to do with my truck. But they want me to polish it, which I'll probably do my lawn tractor. And anyways, they sent me a great big polisher thing to do it. So I'll give it a shot. You know, why not do up a polisher? Oh man. Dear God. Friday afternoon, guys. Or, yeah, I guess it is afternoon now, but Friday afternoon, and we're sitting here trying to get myself, that the traffic's gone crazy, but it's everybody trying to get to their cottage. But anyways, I am going to say hasta la vista for now, and I will see you guys in a couple hours on Brenda's, and then of course I am going to be interviewing Josh and a special guest, we hope, and from there we will we'll go from there. But Josh and I are going to have a good chat tonight, and he is going to teach everybody probably how to spank their melon. And what more can you want for Friday night than to learn how to spank melons? Sounds like a perfect event to me. So, anyways, guys, thanks for coming for a ride, and we will talk to you guys later. Toodles!